Hey everyone, as you probably guessed already, Excel is a great way to start and a free way to start following your finances when you have a new business, and also, of course, your personal finances as well. But we're going to go through real quick. This is actually a personal finance monthly budget. However, you can turn it into a budget for yourself, and it's a standard Excel template. So if you go to File, New, you'll see right here it's in monthly personal budget. You can click on that, and I've already done that, and then I've saved it under Excel monthly budget template. So you would change all this information here, put in your income for your business, any extra income that comes in, like that actual monthly income. So you go scroll down and change what you need to do here. So if you had a brick and mortar building, you would put in your rent or your monthly rent, what you're leasing for, your telephone costs, electricity, gas, water, like that. Any extra things. Now, this says entertainment, but of course, that may not be for business, although you can write entertainment off within a business. You can also write gifts off depending on who the vendor is, like that. You may have loans for your business, loans for inventory, loans for a vehicle, you're leasing a vehicle maybe. You might have transportation when you travel, so airfare, you pay for maybe travel insurance, fuel, maintenance on your car. I know we talked about that in class where you can write mileage off on your car and your vehicle that you own, as long as you lease it or it's in the company name, like that. Insurance that you might need. So I always recommend for a small business that you do have some type of insurance to cover you in the case of liability, and there are different types you can go through. That's more of your entrepreneurship course, because in a small business you could be an entrepreneur, you could run your own small business, or you could be running a small business for somebody else under small business management, but insurance is a part of it. So the great thing now is that you can sometimes be a part of insurance group or a group of people. So that's recently opened up, so you can save money on a liability insurance by being part of a group. In fact, the business that I am currently in, I can get $1 million worth of a liability insurance, and I pay a year about $175, which is very inexpensive. So yay for insurance. What else? Food. So you probably wouldn't have food and groceries, but you would also have dining out. So there are different categories. A wonderful thing about TurboTax, which Angela had mentioned, is that they can categorize it for you, and they do help you, and you can upload with QuickBooks. Although sometimes you do have to pay for QuickBooks, there may be a free app that you can use in there as well, and that is in the video that we just watched from YouTube talking about free apps. So let's look at something else here. So this could be a budget for you. There's also a place here in New where you can create an invoice for your clients. So I just had it up. That's your weekly attendance report invoice for your clients. So this could be a sales tracker. So that would be something that you would add your sales invoice information into. This would be an invoice, a simple invoice, and it actually tracks all of your information and has your calculations already in there. So anything you put in here, put in 119, 19, put in 21, enter. If you go to the bottom, then it will track it, and you'll do simple sales tax rate. So here in Tennessee, we have 0.0975. Whoops. 75, not percent, 75, multiply that by 40, and then at the end it calculates your tax to be 390. So there you go. You just put your client information in. So that's a great template. There's also another template here in Excel that you can use that is your sales tracker. So this gives you all the sales for the week. It could be a week, could be a month. I always like to track for the week and then add it up for the month. And then it gives you instructions, which is great. Often Excel will give you an instructions or tutorial on something. So there's your instructions on this tab. Then you have your invoice, you have your customers. So these are all interrelated. What a great way to use it, and you don't have to spend a whole lot of time figuring it out. In fact, you can have invoice numbers, you can have the name of the invoice or the person on that invoice, like that. So whatever setup that you'd like to use. Again, great tools in personal finance, or excuse me, business finance. And there was one more I wanted to look at. Whoops, file new. Was inventory. So inventory is a big part of accounting and a big part of tracking. So I have a friend who has a business, and she and her hubby together sell construction equipment. So that would be things as simple as, and I say construction, you can use it in construction, you could use it in a business, you can use it at home, but they sell the Manuka, I think it is their main brand. But they will buy trucks full of equipment and then go through that inventory, that truck, because they'll just buy a random truck full of equipment at a discount price and then sell that online on their website. So it's perfectly great equipment. However, they get it at a great discount price, which is why they can sell it at a great price and make a good deal on the internet. There's also a calendar in here for Excel, which could be a business calendar, which probably has nothing to do with inventory, but you can put in your dates that are important in there. There's some home inventory, employee absence schedule. So many great things you can jump in here and use. There's a Gantt chart, which you probably don't need at this point, but as you grow and go in your business, you will start needing a Gantt chart. Your bill pay list, loan amortization schedule, that would be fantastic if you have a loan on equipment, and probably much, much more in this. So that's a little tutorial on Excel options for your small business and how to track finances and your accounting. So go ahead within your discussion and discuss.